Hi there, it's been a while. I'd like to give you an update on my animation efforts, especially on Fair Game. If you have dropped by my website recently, you might have noticed a slight change. Fair Game is gone and has been replaced with Meisterjäger. And the reason is this. And this. And also this.
You can't break me. I don't have a breaking point.
Not to forget this. And even this. And that's not even all of them. There's a series from the 90s and there's another one right now in production called Fair Game. So, but I thought Fair Game is the perfect name with a hunting theme and the meaning of it. Something being a viable target for mockery, criticism, or even hunting. By the way, many people don't realize that the game in Fair Game is actually quarry, wild animals, prey. But in the end, Fair Game as a title has been so overused, it has become a trope. And if I'm going to use a trope, I thought I'd rather make sure it's a German themed one. So, given that the empire in my story is somewhat modeled after the German Empire of 1871, of course with a steampunk vibe and really weird, and the whole hunting thing has quite a German, alpine, or let's say black foresty kind of vibe as well, and the main character wearing lederhosen a fashion statement, I thought, well, so I had this little pun where I called the spaceship of the main character a spaceship that looks like a Zeppelin, because what else would it look like in a German Empire themed steampunk series? I called it Meisterjäger. And of course, initially it was just a punny nod towards a famous German brand of liquor that I like very much, but also because the meaning of Meisterjäger is literally master of the hunt. And I thought that fits quite well. And I thought now, why not call the whole series that? With a black letter font! Yes, if I'm going German, I might as well go it all the way! And it's a dictionary word, so show me, German liquor maker who shall not be named. Or maybe if you want to do a tie-up in the future, I might be very open to proposals. Now you know what happened to Fair Game. It's not gone. It has been reborn as a more German themed. No, actually, it's the content is the same. The scripts are the same. Only the name has changed. It's a little bit like German Rider became Twix. Sonst ändert sich nichts. Or many other brands which just do a little bit of a rebranding here. Also, this will put the word Meisterjäger very soon on #1 on Google and all the other search engines. So again, it is very strategically wise to have a unique name. So the whole idea is this whole series is this steampunky, slightly German influenced series, and what better to get this across with a name that where you immediately associate, oh, hunting, alcohol is always good, and some German thing, and then visually you see aliens and robots and you think, okay, it's got to be some kind of steampunk, what the hell? And perfectly that is what it is, and so I think it should just work fine. If you don't agree, please let me know that. I'd love to hear from you guys what you think of the name change and of the whole theme. And it is still not out there, so that means it's still a working title. So if somebody has an even better idea for a name, I'm open. The reason I haven't posted any progress on this series was it was just so fucking hot in Japan that the next step that I'm going to do with the series, I have to record all the audio, all the narration. And that means hours and hours and a few days of work. And the place where I record that is usually in my bedroom. And well, that is the one room that gets really hot when it's warm outside and there is no air conditioning, and I have to close the windows because when I do the audio recording, I'll be screaming and doing weird voices and whatever. So I just basically die of a heat stroke in there in summer. And now finally that the weather is at a better level, we're below 30 degrees now, in the high 20s Celsius, that is, of course. finally, I think I can do the recording sessions in my bedroom. And once that is done, I'll start animating, and then I can post new little snippets and videos of how the series is coming along. So it's not dead, it's very well alive, and it's now back on track to get completed as soon as I can. Also, I'd like to let you know that Shady Woods will soon be done with its rounds through the festivals, and then I am planning to publish it on YouTube, the full pilot episode, probably in November or December, not quite entirely sure when. Having it rewatched now many times over, I think the pacing and the story is actually a bit all over the place, and I'm not so happy with it anyway, but at least you have something to watch while you're waiting for the first episode of Meisterjäger, which is planned to come out in January, and I will be hopefully publishing one episode a month, so you can go a full series in 1 year, a full season in 1 year, and let's just hope I can keep the pace, and see you soon. Bye.